This is AVI-NUE News. Welcome everyone. Let us pay attention to Damion Crawford's sectorial presentation in the Senate. Just leave your view or views in the comment section, and please remember, we need solution, not confusion. Now listen and observe keenly.
But in 2018, Prime Minister Andrew Holness declared a public state of emergency in St. James, attributed it to increase in crime and violence in the parish. The Prime Minister said that the level of criminal activities experienced in St. James is of such a nature that, and so extensive in scale, so as to engender public safety. He said in 2017, St. James recorded 335 murders, almost twice more than the parish with the second highest murder in the same period. It has been given to the public that the opposition has never supported the government in a state of emergency. Much to my anxiety and to many of us in debates, the opposition said, give the government the leeway to do what the government was elected to do. It was extended 2017, January 30th, with full support from the opposition. They received an extension 2018, January 30th. It was then again extended May 2nd, 2018, with full support of the opposition, another 3 months. It was then again extended July 27th, with another 3 months to November 1st. It was then again extended October 19th, with another extension to January 31st. And then it continued in 2019. We stopped in December. It come back in 2020 and 2021. Multiple extensions were granted. I'm not going to call no name, but I remember one senator who was going to be absent from that side called to ask someone from this side if they would be willing to give the vote on his behalf. And that was done, and that was granted. That was cooperation from us as the opposition. While we were extending St. James, in March 2018, there was also another state of emergency. It says on Sunday, March 18, 2018, Prime Minister Holness declared state of public emergency in St. Catherine North Police Division, especially Spanish Town, Linstead and Bagwalk. The basis of the declaration was a spike in murders in these areas. This was extended again in March 2018, extended again June 26, 2018, where the Prime Minister said, the next phase of our operation is not so much to go and detain the cornermen. The next phase of the operation is to use the space created and networks that we have uprooted to get to the mastermind and the kingpins. We are in different phases, and you will start to see the impact in months to come, stated the Prime Minister. Therefore, the opposition extended it again in September 2019, September 2018, and this time extended to January 2019. Because the Prime Minister never said in decades to come. He never said in years to come. We figured that if you get a next 3 months, then the months to come should be clear to us what you were doing. We are right back in St. Catherine, seeking another state of emergency. Another state of emergency. I don't know which commission I must read for that one. In September 23rd, 2018, the government of Jamaica declared a state of emergency in Central and downtown Kingston. It's about 3 or 4 gone already in 2018. The public must understand that they're seeking 7 parishes, 5 in full, to catch 300 people. 2.7 million people. 300 what kind of people? It's because I know that you are innocent until proven guilty. You have to capture him and then prove that he's a criminal. But once you have enough intelligence, I will support you go to capture him. What I don't support is that you punish an entire community to capture people who are no longer in the community, because all the other states of emergency did not achieve what you claim it will achieve now. All the other states of emergency did not achieve. So why can't I look at historical trends and outcomes and say to myself, as an academic, a statistician, a mathematician, a logical person, that if it never worked year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it now work year 6? Why can't I? Me not take no back of the class disruption today. No back of the class disruption. I soon come to that. Central Kingston downtown, Market District including Denham Town, zones of special operation. There was in Denham Town 2018 a state of emergency and a zone of special operation at the same time, and we're right back there. Why do you think so nobody else have no sense? Why do you feel that I cannot recognize that you're asking for me to join in a game of political football to mask your general incompetence? Why is it that nobody don't think that we see that? And I should feel ashamed when I am not a part of this political football, not a part of the World Cup. Mr. President, let us look at what has happened in recent time. Let's talk about 70%. Had I known all this time, 2018, when we asked for the crime plan, Senator Donna Scott Motley, you'd have remembered. 2017. Yes. And in 2018, I was admonished by Senator Samuda that I never read the document. Having read the document, it had no tenet of what a plan should include. It had no objective, it had no nothing. The Prime Minister now said we have a crime plan because we have digitized the books at the police station. That is evidence of the crime plan. That's like watching football now, Senator Sophia Fraser-Binns, I don't know if you're a fan, and say, yes, France have a method of play because they're kicking the ball. Kicking the ball is the least of what to design a method of play. But they said that we should go and read it. If we knew in 2018 that the World Cup was a crime plan, we wouldn't ask for it in 2019. If we knew the World Cup was a crime plan, we wouldn't ask for it in 2020. We'd have just wait upon the World Cup. But if the World Cup is the crime plan, it is going to be short-lived. Disingenuous and untruthful communication. Let us look at some of the realities that we have historically when there is a World Cup. Let's look at some of it here. All right. The internet, they don't want me to tell you that one, so I'm going to go up on the phone. We have to prepare, you know. We have to prepare. Let's go. Mr. President, in a clandestine and underhanded effort to gain the benefits of the World Cup, the government and the Prime Minister ignored all trends that crime was increasing since April of 2022. Since April of 2022. I want to go back to the Prime Minister's budget presentation. And in his budget presentation, the Prime Minister said in March, murder was down by 5%. You remember that? Yeah. Now that we see this kind of political machinations, we have to wonder if numbers are being funged to make certain speeches sound good at certain times. But what happened in March, I said murder was down by 5%. Then, in April, murder was up by 1.8%. This silver bullet of a state of emergency was not suggested in April when murder was up. If it's even one life, they like to say. Then, in May, murder was up 6.5%. He says, no, hold the line. Wait for the World Cup. Because if we wait for the World Cup,
excuse me,
people are
Mr. President,
thank
point
you,
of order.
to Google this. Thank you.
Mr. President, this is the third time, to my recollection, that the Speaker has imputed improper motives, not just to someone from the lower house, but to the Prime Minister of the country. And I think it is something that we need to put a stop to. It is improper. For example, he has said it's 35.5 of your standard.